Chalo. So today we will start our new lesson from the English. Okay. Now I am just, as you feel it's boring, whole theory, stories. So I just want to introduce the lesson by showing one short video. Okay. So just have a look over the video and you will come to know what is the lesson. Yes. What happened?
Just start.
1 minute.
वीडियो की आवाज आ रही है?
Okay, fine. Because मुझे कुछ तुम लोग दिख रहे नहीं हो ना? Because in Zoom we can see, but right now I don't know why we cannot see. Okay, fine. So I'm putting on, okay?
Lemuel Gulliver was from Nottingham in England. He studied at Cambridge and then became apprenticed to a surgeon in London. Gulliver used his spare time to learn about navigation and mathematics. He believed that one day he would travel to far-off lands. Gulliver worked for 3 years as a ship's surgeon. He then returned to London, got married, and tried, without success, to work as a medic. Finally, he met Captain William Pritchard, master of the Antelope, and set sail for the South Seas. They left Bristol on the 4th of May, 1699. Far into the South Seas, their ship was overwhelmed by a violent storm. Many of the crew died. On November 5th, the ship was blown onto some rocks and was doomed. Gulliver tried to escape in a lifeboat, but the boat was inundated and sank. Gulliver had the choice to swim or to die. He swam until he was exhausted and his feet dropped. He could feel the sand below, so he knew he was close to land, and he managed to walk to safety. Gulliver had arrived in a land he would come to know as Lilliput. He could see no sign of either houses or inhabitants. Weak from exhaustion, Gulliver lay down and fell into a deep sleep, not waking before it was daylight. When Gulliver awoke, he realized that he had been strongly fastened to the ground. His captors, known as Lilliputians, were human-like creatures no more than a few inches tall. They provided him with food and drink, which was laced with a sleeping potion. He slept all through the following night. While Gulliver slept, his captors placed him onto a carriage and took him to a disused temple near their capital city. The carriage was drawn by hundreds of the local inhabitants. At the disused temple, Gulliver was inspected by the emperor and his senior officers. Thousands of the local inhabitants came to marvel at him. Gulliver was chained to the temple, and the ropes that bound him were cut. Now he could move a little and lie down in the shelter of the old temple.
You cannot hear? Rest. Other two?
सर आवाज आ रही है वीडियो की?
आ रही थी?
हम लोग को यस टीचर आ रही है वीडियो की आवाज.
केदार अली को भी आ रही है?
अच्छा मेरे को भी आ रही है.
और अली
मेरे को भी आ रही है.
आ रही है ना?
टीचर.
And video also be seen?
Yes टीचर वीडियो भी दिखे.
Gulliver entertained the court in many ways and gradually gained the confidence of the emperor. On one occasion, he stood like a colossus while the emperor's armies marched through his legs with drums beating and colors flying. Gulliver was finally granted his liberty and had his chains removed permanently. He was given a daily allowance of meat and drink sufficient to support 1,724 Lilliputians. Every village in the kingdom helped to supply the sustenance that Gulliver needed. The emperor allowed Gulliver to visit the capital city of Mildendo. Gulliver took great care not to damage any of the people or the buildings. The empress herself took time to greet Gulliver at the window of her apartment in the center of the royal palace. The emperor's principal secretary told Gulliver that the empire needed his help. The kingdom of Lilliput faced the threat of an invasion from the neighboring kingdom of Blefuscu. The Blefuscudians had equipped a large fleet of ships, and Lilliput would soon be attacked. Gulliver pledged that he was ready to defend with his life the emperor and his state. To prevent the invasion by the armies of Blefuscu, Gulliver was determined to capture their fleet. He planned to tie together their greatest warships and tow them back to Lilliput. He equipped himself with ropes and set off across the channel to where their fleet was gathered. When they saw him, the Blefuscudians were so frightened that they leapt out of their ships and swam for their lives. The whole fleet was left undefended but for the archers who were on the shore, along with more than 30,000 of their countrymen. The archers discharged several thousand arrows at Gulliver in great volleys, and he was struck many times in the hands and face. In spite of this vicious assault, he managed to fasten together 50 of their finest ships, which he cut from their anchors and took back to Lilliput. Upon arriving at the royal port of Lilliput, Gulliver presented the captured ships to the emperor. When the Blefuscudians saw their finest ships being taken to Lilliput, they were left in a state of grief and despair. The Blefuscudians sued for peace, and the war ended. Some of the emperor's advisors were jealous of Gulliver. They wanted to kill him or blind him, but one of the emperor's courtiers warned Gulliver, and he escaped to Blefuscu and was welcomed there by their king. Gulliver noticed an upturned boat off the shore of Blefuscu and persuaded the king to help him salvage this boat. Because Gulliver's actions had averted a major war, the king agreed to his request and ordered that Gulliver should receive all the help and materials he needed to fit up this boat into good repair. After about 1 month, the repairs to the boat were complete. The king allowed Gulliver to take all the provisions that he could carry. When the boat was fully stocked, Gulliver was ready to sail. The royal court gathered to see Gulliver off amid great ceremony. Gulliver set sail on the 24th day of September in the year 1701. Gulliver sailed north and was eventually spotted by one of the crew of a merchant ship. He was welcomed on board by her captain, Mr. John Bedell, a very civil man and an excellent sailor who agreed to take Gulliver home to England.
Yeah. So what was the wasn't it nice? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, it was nice. So our topic is about
Gulliver travel.
huh?
Adventure of travel.
Yeah, adventure of Gulliver, right? So today our lesson is about the Gulliver. So he was
He
Yes.
was a surgeon.
Yes. So let's start our lesson. And I see if we imagine and if we narrate a story, it seems like it happened in real, right? हम लोग को कोई भी स्टोरी सुनाता है वो इमेजिनरी होती है, लेकिन हम लोग कैसे सोचते हैं कि हाँ वो ऐसे ऐसे हो रहा था, वो ऐसे हुआ होगा, फिर ऐसा हुआ होगा, राइट? सो वो हम लोग को कैसे लगता है, एकदम रियल लगता है, एंड वी फाइंड द स्टोरीज इंटरेस्टिंग, isn't it? So let's start our lesson. And this video about the whole almost covers all your chapter. Beta, it is taking time to share. Can you see the screen?
Yes, teacher.
I think there is a network issue, so it's taking time to, you know.
तो ब्लैक दिख रहा है.
हाँ नहीं दिख रहा है ना. Wait dear, wait.
तो अभी दिख रहा है.
Can you see? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. This is maybe just because of network issue. Okay. 1 minute. Which page number it is? Have you opened in your textbook?
Yes, teacher. Page number 29.
29. Okay. Yes. Now, three of you pay attention here. It's The Adventures of Gulliver. Gulliver traveled in an interesting book written by the well-known English writer Jonathan Swift, in which he described the voyages of Gulliver to various lands like Lilliput and the Brobdingnag. Though the character of Gulliver and these strange sounding lands are imaginary, these lands are how it is, ये एक imaginary है. Gulliver experiences and adventures are written so well that they seem real and true to life. ये सारे क्या है? It's story about the Gulliver, just a imaginary. हम लोग imagine करते हैं, right? But ये कैसे sound करती है? These sounds like real and a true to life. Gulliver, the story tells us, worked as a surgeon on a ship. Who was the Gulliver? The story tells us he worked as a surgeon on ship. As such, he made a several voyages. Means he traveled, he sailed the ships, like he moved here and there. So in May 1699, he sailed on the ship, the Antelope. Ship का नाम क्या था? What was the name of the ship? The Antelope. What was the name of the ship?
Antelope.
Where are the others two? Bhavya and Kedar, where are you? On the return journey in November, a violet
Hello.
storm.
हेलो टीचर,
Yes, yes.
केदार इज वॉशरूम गया टीचर 1 मिनट के लिए.
Okay, no issue. ठीक है. So what happened when he was sailing a ship? That time violent storm sank his ship. Means जोर से ज्यादा, एकदम ज्यादा स्ट्रॉम्स आते हैं ना, बहुत जोर की हवा चलती है, तो उस टाइम पे वो क्या हो गया था? जो शिप है वो swang. It was like sank his ship, and the Gulliver swam to save his life. And how he saved his life? He swam. Late in the evening मतलब evening हो गई, and he found himself on a strange land. मतलब वो पड़ा हुआ था कहाँ पे? एक अलग अनजानी जगह पर. Weak and exhausted, मतलब बहुत कमजोर और थके हुए रहते हैं ना, कि बहुत कठिनाइयों से गुजर कर आए हैं, तो we are feeling like weak and exhausted. He slept for about 9 hours. How many hours he slept?
9 hours.
9 hours. And it was delight when he awoke. और जब वो उठा तो it was delight. Let us read what happened next in his own words. अब हम देखते हैं कि उन्होंने क्या क्या हमें बताया है. तो गलीवर कौन था, कैसे वहां पे अनजाने लैंड पर पहुंचा, ये समझ में आया? Ali?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now Gulliver meets the Lilliputians. So he is now telling what happened with him. So now he is expressing, I tried to get up from the ground, but I could not move. I was lying on my back, and I found that my arms and feet were held down to the ground with the strings. Can you see? He was tried. जब वो 9 hours के बाद में सोकर उठा, then he was trying to wake up. He trying to stand, but he could not. Because all over the string tied. Okay, can you see the strings tied to the ground? Can you see over his body? Yes, पूरे रस्सियों से बांध रखा था उसको. Yes, my hair. हाँ, my hair which was long held down in the same way. उसके बाल भी दिख रहे हैं आपको. That was also lying along the land. Thousands of string had been passed across my body. कितने strings थे उसके body पे? Thousands of strings. So that I could not move any part of me. I could not move any part of my body, right? But could only lie there on my back looking up at the sky. See, वो मैं कैसे देख सकता था? I could only see up in the sky. Other else I cannot even move here and there. Even I can't lift my arms, right? In a little time, I felt something alive moving on my head. कुछ देर के बाद मुझे क्या लगा कि कुछ something is moving on my head, on my foot. देन इट केम ओवर माई बॉडी, फिर वो मेरे फुट पे से कहाँ ऊपर 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 आया, मेरे बॉडी पे, एंड देन टू माई फेस, टर्निंग माई आईज डाउन एच मजाए कुड, मतलब वो अपने आंखों को नीचे कर रहा था क्योंकि उनका गर्दन भी मुड़ नहीं पा रहा था, ही कुड ओनली सी अप इन द स्काई, राइट. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, वो बोला कि जैसे धीरे धीरे समथिंग वाज कमिंग ओवर माय बॉडी, आई कुड ओनली, मतलब थोड़ा नीचे देखने का मैंने कोशिश किया. Turning eyes down as much as I could, I saw a man. He was not a half a foot high. By his dress, he seemed to be soldier. Then there came 40 more. फिर और कितने लोग आ गए वहां पे? 40. Following the first. एक के पीछे एक कर करके मेरे बॉडी के ऊपर कितने लोग आ गए? 40 लोग आ गए, 40 soldiers आ गए. Following the first, मतलब एक के पीछे ऐसे कितने आते गए मेरे बॉडी पे? 40 soldiers. I was so much surprised that I gave a great cry. Then they all ran back in a great fear. उसने क्या किया? वो जोर जोर से रोने लगा और उस डर से सारे सोल्जर्स कैसे हो गए? भाग गए. और जब as I was told later, some of them were hurt in jumping down from my side on the ground. क्योंकि सब लोग क्या हो गए थे? उनके बॉडी पे चले गए थे. So how many soldiers went on his body?
40.
40. फिर बाद में इन्होंने the Gulliver cried very badly, जोर से रोए और उस डर से सब लोग started jumping from his body on the ground and they got hurt. उनको चोट लग गई. तो ये उन्होंने बताया कि Gulliver met the Lilliputians. तो ये समझ में आया कि क्या हुआ था when he met the Lilliputians. जब वो स्ट्रोम के वजह से एक लैंड पे जाके गिर गए थे, वहां पे उन्हें बांध रखा था. फिर 9 आवर्स के बाद जब वो उठे तो उन्होंने ये सारा देखा कि सब 1000 ऑफ स्ट्रिंग्स से उनको बांध के रखा है. एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स व्हाट ही सॉ, ही कुड नॉट मूव हिज एनी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी. एंड देन one by one soldier came over on his body, and when he cried very badly, they just moved away from there. They ran away from there and they got hurt. Clear? The first part of Gulliver meets the Lilliputians. Now the second part. Gulliver attempt to pull free. After pulling very hard, I got one arm off from the ground. क्या हुआ? थोड़े पुल करते हैं ना हम लोग, वी आर अप्लाइंग अ फोर्स, थोड़ा थोड़ा फोर्स लगाया. सो ही गॉट वन आर्म अप, एक आर्म वो ऊपर कर पाए. आई ऑल्सो रेज माई हेड, मैंने अपना हेड भी ऊपर किया. दिस गेव मी अ ग्रेट पेन फॉर मेनी ऑफ हेयर वर पुल्ड आउट. उनके बाल खींच गए थे जब उन्होंने अपना हेड ऊपर किया. सो आई पुट, सॉरी,
I can go washroom.
आप भी वॉशरूम गए थे, वापस से जा रहे हो? हाँ जाओ जाओ. हाँ जाओ, कोई बात नहीं. I will share this video with you. So I put,
Thank you, teacher.
yeah. So I put out my hand to catch some of the little man. उसने क्या किया? कुछ आदमियों को पकड़ने गया. But they ran away before I could close my hand on them. हम लोग पकड़ने जाएंगे तो वो लोग वहां से भाग गए. Then I heard a noise and felt like pricking in my head. Pricking मतलब जैसे वो लोग बो एरो फेंक रहे होंगे, राइट? तो वो एरो लगते तो हमें चुभते हैं. So pricking means what you can say, like चुभ रहा है उनको. In my head and like that of 1000 needles. How it was? क्या उनको प्रिकिंग कर रहा था जैसे कि कितने नीडल्स है? 1000 नीडल्स. हमें भी नीडल्स लगेगी तो इट्स लाइक प्रिकिंग, हमें चुभेगा, राइट? सो आई फाउंड दैट देयर वाज शूटिंग एरो एट मी. क्या हो रहा था उनके ऊपर? एरो शूट हो रहे थे. आई वाज अफ्रेड फॉर माय आईज. मैं डर रहा था कहीं मेरे आंख में ना चले जाए, राइट? I put my hand over my face after this and I thought that was the wisest thing to do was to lie quiet till night. क्या किया उन्होंने? अपने हाथों को फेस पे रखा so that the arrow should not go inside in his eye. I thought that then my hand being free, फिर उनको क्या लगा, उनके hands क्या हो गए हैं, फ्री हो गए हैं.
Free.
I could quickly set free the rest of my body. अगर हमारे hands free हो जाते तो हम अपने body को भी free कर सकते हैं, right? Soon a platform was raised and an important looking man gave a long speech from his gesture. I guess that he was trying to tell me that they would not harm me if I did as they told. Means वो लोग मुझे harm नहीं करेंगे, whatever they will say if I'll do that. I too replied with a gesture that I would remain quiet. मैं चुप ही रहूंगा. I also told them that I was hungry. मुझे सिर्फ क्या है, I am just feeling hungry और मैं कुछ भी नहीं बोलूंगा. Okay? Clear हो गया second part of Gulliver? How he set himself free? Ali, clear?
Yes,
Now
teacher.
next. Gulliver eats a gent meal. क्योंकि उन्होंने बोला कि मुझे क्या लग रही है, I am just feeling hungry. So what he ate, Gulliver ate a gent meal. At once, 100 men climbed upon to my body and marched up to my mouth carrying food. कैसे उसके तरफ food लेकर गए? कितने लोग उसके ऊपर climb किए? 100 men. और मार्च कर करके उसके फेस तक फूड लेकर गए. The bread was as small as bullet. उसके लिए तो ब्रेड कैसा था, कैसा दिख रहा था, बुलेट के जैसे, बहुत small. So I ate 2 or 3 loaves at a time and cries of surprise rose from the Lilliputian that I should eat so quickly and so much. क्योंकि वो बुलेट जैसा था तो वो कितना भी खाएगा तो भी that was not enough for him, right? The Lilliputians were no longer afraid of me. फिर वो लोग ने डरना छोड़ दिया. किसने? Who stopped afraid? Yes, they danced upon my body and ran to and fro. उनको मजा आ रहा था. They started dancing on his body. और यहाँ वहाँ to and fro. To and fro means आगे जाना फिर पीछे आना. That is called to and fro movement. I could have caught at least 40 of them with my hands and thrown them down. क्या किया उसने? 40 को लेके नीचे फेंक दिया. But I remembered my promise to remain quiet. क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा मैं चुप रहूंगा, मुझे सिर्फ खाना दे दो. Indeed, I was surprised at their bravery, for I must have seemed the greatest gent in the world. Later, I was taken to the city where